As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
The world of Goodfellas, a world of power, loyalty, and betrayal, gave us some of the most unforgettable performances in cinema history.
What do you want to tell me now, tough guy? I said, Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother.
These actors brought the mob to life, their faces forever etched in Hollywood's legacy. But time spares no one, and one by one, we've lost the legends who made Goodfellas the masterpiece it is today. Today, we're remembering the Goodfellas actors who passed away. He wasn't just an actor. You might remember him as Tutty Cicero in Goodfellas, but Frank DiLeo's influence stretched far beyond the screen. With his ever-present cigar and larger-than-life personality, he was a powerhouse in the music industry, best known as Michael Jackson's manager during the Thriller era. DiLeo helped turn Jackson into the biggest pop star on the planet, pushing for the simultaneous release of Billie Jean and Beat It, both of which topped the charts. He negotiated groundbreaking deals, including a $10 million Pepsi endorsement, and orchestrated legendary tours. His keen eye for talent caught Martin Scorsese's attention on the set of Jackson's Bad Video, leading to his role in Goodfellas. Despite parting ways with Jackson in 1989, the two reunited in 2009 for the This Is It tour.
Never stop dreaming, because dreams do come true.
DiLeo's brief acting career also saw him in films like Wayne's World. Tragically, neither would live to see the tour through. Frank DiLeo passed away at a hospital in Boardman, Ohio, due to complications from heart surgery he had undergone 6 months earlier in 2011. He died at age 63, leaving behind a legacy of music, movies, and unmistakable charisma. You need a wig? I got a guy. If you've seen Goodfellas, you remember Chuck Lowe as Maury Kessler, the fast-talking, toupee-selling hustler who pushed his luck one too many times.
Good to me, but there's something quite unreasonable going on here. Jim's being an unconscionable ball breaker.
But off-screen, Charles Lewis Lowe's story was just as fascinating. Before acting, Lowe was a real estate developer, and his most famous tenant? None other than Robert De Niro. Their friendship led to Lowe's Hollywood debut at 44 in The King of Comedy, followed by roles in Once Upon a Time in America, The Mission, and of course Goodfellas. Though his screen time was brief, his performance as Maury was unforgettable, bringing humor and chaos to Scorsese's masterpiece. Lowe's acting career didn't stop there. He appeared in Night in the City, and even landed a role in the hit TV series The Sopranos. Chuck Lowe passed away on September 18, 2017, at a nursing home in New Jersey, aged 89. From real estate to Hollywood, he lived a life full of surprises, and just like Maury, he left a lasting impression, this time for all the right reasons.
You know that you're only out early because I got you a job.
Yeah.
I don't need this heat. Understand that?
Uh-huh.
And you see anybody fucking around with this shit, you're going to tell me, right?
Yeah.
That means anybody.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In Goodfellas, Paul Sorvino didn't need to raise his voice to command respect. As Paulie Cicero, his quiet authority made it clear, if you crossed him, you'd regret it. Though he initially struggled with the role, Sorvino's performance became iconic.
All right, keep your eyes open, because they're busting my balls about this bastard, all right?
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
But he was more than just a mob boss on screen. A classically trained actor with a booming presence, Sorvino's career spanned over 5 decades.
I'm not talking about what you did inside. You did what you had to do. I'm talking about now. From now, here, and now.
From NYPD Sergeant Phil Serrata on Law & Order, to Fulgencio Capulet in Romeo plus Juliet, and even Henry Kissinger in Nixon, he played tough guys and complex characters with equal brilliance. His talent earned him a Tony nomination for that championship season. Off-screen, Sorvino was a Renaissance man, a sculptor, an opera singer, and an advocate for the arts and asthma awareness. He even founded the Sorvino Asthma Foundation. When his daughter, actress Mira Sorvino, won an Oscar, he famously wept, saying it was the proudest moment of his life.
My parents and my family, and when you give me this award, you honor my father, Paul Sorvino, who has taught me everything I know about acting. I love you very much, Dad.
Paul Sorvino died of natural causes at the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, Florida. Sorvino had been dealing with health issues in the years leading up to his death in 2022 at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and a reminder that true strength doesn't need to be loud.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
With that line in Goodfellas, Frank Vincent cemented his place in gangster movie history. As Billy Bats, he met a brutal end. But in real life, Vincent always came out on top. Born in 1937, Vincent started as a musician before transitioning to acting. His collaboration with Martin Scorsese led to unforgettable roles in Raging Bull, Goodfellas, and Casino. But it was as Phil Leotardo in The Sopranos that Vincent truly shined, playing Tony Soprano's formidable nemesis. With his silver hair, sharp suits, and tough guy swagger,
Decapitate, and we do business with whatever's left.
Vincent seemed born for mobster roles. Off-screen, he was a man of many talents: musician, comedian, author, and even cigar entrepreneur. Vincent's career spanned over 50 films and numerous TV appearances. He brought depth and authenticity to his characters, particularly in portraying complex mobsters. Frank Vincent passed away in 2017 at 80 due to complications during heart surgery. His legacy? A career filled with unforgettable characters that will captivate audiences for generations. From session drummer to the face of mafia tough guys, Vincent's journey in entertainment was truly remarkable.
Yeah, but get yourself a girl so you could settle down. That's what I
I
mean.
settle down almost every night, but then in the morning I'm free. I love you. I want to be.
She wasn't just the mother of Goodfellas, she was the mother of Martin Scorsese himself. Catherine Scorsese, born Catherine Kappa, began her acting career at 52, but when she did, she stole every scene.
Your father didn't have the machine my father had.
You remember her as Tommy DeVito's sweet, unsuspecting mother, serving up pasta while her son hid a bloody body in the trunk. But in real life, she was just as warm, funny, and full of life as she was on screen. A natural in front of the camera, she appeared in numerous films, including Mean Streets, Casino, and The King of Comedy. Catherine Scorsese passed away in January 1997 at the age of 84, succumbing to Alzheimer's disease. She left behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and, of course, some of the best home-cooked meals ever captured on film. Her Italian cookbook, published just months before her death, was inspired by her famous movie dinners. Because in a Scorsese movie, family and food is everything. You may not have known his name, but if you've watched Goodfellas, you've seen his face. Luciano Charles Scorsese, father of director Martin Scorsese, had a late-in-life Hollywood career playing, you guessed it, wise guys and tough-talking Italians. In Goodfellas, he was Vinny, a member of Paulie's inner circle.
Beef and pork.
Ah, good, but you gotta have the pork.
Oh, that's the flavor.
He also appeared in Cape Fear, the King of Comedy, and several of his son's other films, bringing authenticity and humor to every role. But before the cameras, he spent over 40 years as a clothes presser in New York's Garment District, raising a family with his wife, Catherine, and even serving as a wardrobe consultant on Martin's films. Born on May 8, 1913, Charles Scorsese passed away on August 23, 1993, at the age of 80, after a long illness. His final film role was in The Age of Innocence, released posthumously. Charles left behind a legacy not just in film, but in the son who captured his world so perfectly on screen. Because for the Scorseses, movies and family were always intertwined. In Goodfellas, Frank Pellegrino played Johnny Dio, a cigar-smoking prison chef.
Hey, Kenny, how do you like yours? Rare, medium rare. Medium rare.
In The Sopranos, he was the no-nonsense FBI chief Frank Cubitoso, making life difficult for Tony. But off-screen, he was the gatekeeper of one of the most exclusive restaurants in New York, Rao's. A born-and-bred New Yorker, Pellegrino was more than just an actor. As the co-owner of Rao's, he controlled access to a dining spot so exclusive, even Warren Buffett was turned away. Pellegrino joined the family business in 1972 for what he thought would be 2 weeks. He stayed 44 years. When he did step in front of the camera, his performances were as authentic as they come. Because he wasn't playing a tough guy, he was one. Known as Frankie No for his firm refusals, Pellegrino embodied the spirit of old New York. Frank Pellegrino passed away in 2017 at the age of 72 after a battle with lung cancer. Whether on screen or at his legendary restaurant, he left a mark that won't soon be forgotten in the worlds of entertainment and fine dining.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
That line, and Ray Liotta's electric performance as Henry Hill, defined Goodfellas and cemented him as one of the greatest actors of his generation. Leota wasn't just intense, he was magnetic. From Field of Dreams to Narc, he had a way of making every role unforgettable. His piercing blue eyes and raw energy made him perfect for both tough guys and tortured souls. Beyond the screen, Leota won an Emmy for ER, and voiced Tommy Vercetti in the iconic video game Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
His versatility shone through in over 60 feature films, from the Golden Globe-nominated performance in Something Wild to his portrayal of Frank Sinatra in The Rat Pack. Leota's final role in Cocaine Bear showcased his ability to blend charm with menace, even in dark comedy. Ray Liotta passed away on May 26, 2022. At the age of 67 while filming in the Dominican Republic. His loss was sudden, but his legacy? It's immortal. In 2023, he was posthumously honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Because in the world of cinema, he'll always be a good fella. You might not know his name, but you definitely know his face. Paul Herman was one of those actors who made every scene better, whether he was dealing cards in Goodfellas, running the club in The Sopranos, or working with De Niro in The Irishman.
1,000%? No, a fucking 1,000,000%.
Herman had a knack for playing guys who knew everybody, which wasn't far from reality. Off-screen, he co-owned the famous Columbus Cafe in New York during the 1990s, a spot where actors, ballet dancers, gangsters, and even FBI agents rubbed elbows. His versatility shone through in roles like Randy in Silver Linings Playbook and as Vincent Chase's accountant Marvin in Entourage. Herman's talent didn't go unrecognized. He won a Screen Actors Guild Award as part of the ensemble cast of American Hustle in 2013. Sadly, Herman passed away on March 29, 2022, his 76th birthday. While the exact cause of death wasn't immediately disclosed, his passing left a void in the world of character actors. He wasn't the loudest guy in the room, but in every great mob movie and quite a few critically acclaimed dramas, you could count on Paul Herman to be there, smooth, sharp, and unforgettable. Nobody played a mobster quite like Tony Sirico.
You're selling this now. Gabish?
Because before Hollywood, he was one. Before becoming Paulie Walnuts on The Sopranos, Sirico had real-life run-ins with the law, racking up 28 arrests for crimes, including armed robbery and extortion. But he turned his life around, trading the streets for the screen. In Goodfellas, he had a small role as Tony Stacks, but it was The Sopranos that made him a legend. With his slicked-back hair, superstition, and unforgettable one-liners,
when people come to sit with Dad, the doctors want positive talk. It helps in his recovery.
Got it.
Oof, Maron, he looks terrible.
Paulie Walnuts became a fan favorite. Sirico's real-life experiences gave his characters authenticity. Indeed, the role of Paulie was inspired by him when series creator David Chase wrote it specifically after seeing Sirico's audition for another part. Tony Sirico passed away on July 8, 2022, at the age of 79, in an assisted living facility in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. While no specific cause of death was disclosed, it is known that he suffered from dementia. Tough, loyal, and full of personality, on screen and off, he proved that sometimes life really does imitate art. Though they're gone, their performances remain immortal, forever playing in the smoky backrooms, dimly lit diners, and violent streets of Goodfellas. They were more than actors. They were icons who left behind a cinematic legacy that will never be forgotten. Which of these performances left the biggest impact on you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to see more tributes like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because in the world of Goodfellas, legends never die. They just become part of the story.